Live from San Diego. All right, so we are here going to the Traffic and Conversion Summit. If you don't know about that, pretty cool thing. It's a 3-day event and we go to it here pretty soon. But what I want to talk about today is what is the most important thing to do at events. And I don't mean your own events, although it could also translate that way, but I mean other people's events. So events that you go to, all right, what's the most important thing that you need to do? So we will be getting into that in just a hot second. First things first, I do want to say, if you are not subscribe to my YouTube channel, I mean, what are you waiting for real? Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to it, comment on the videos, and then also share the videos in social media. And one person every week is going to get a little tappy tap on their shoulder and say, hey, you won something from the swag shop. And if you're like, oh my gosh, what's the swag shop? Then what you need to do is go over to withmartha.com, scroll up to the top, or you'll end up on the top when you go to the website. That's how websites work. This is not my first day. Anywho, up at the top, you guys, click on shop, and then you'll be at my swag shop, so you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a bunch of cool stuff there, but one person every week is going to win something for free. So there is that. Okay, let me go ahead and pop this out of here. I see you guys in the live chat. I am going to go ahead and chat with you as soon as I'm done with what I'm talking about here. But so go ahead and let me know any questions you have. I'm going to put you up on screen if I can. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let's go ahead and get into our content. All right. So what is the most important thing to do at events? I have been going to events for years. And when I started doing this little hack, it changed my retention, and it changed my ability to see what was for me, okay? And how many people have been to events, this is me included, have been to events, and then you take notes, and 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 then afterward, you never again look at those notes? Tell me in the comments if that's you. It totally used to be me until I started doing this thing, okay? It used to be. So now, you guys, here's what I do. Whenever I come into an event, I pick and intention's kind of a woo-woo word, but I pick my focus. I know what I need to work on or what my focus is on in our business. So like Mike and I talk about business all the time. I know what my focus is on my business. Now, if you don't do business, no big deal. What is your focus for your life? You know, what is the thing that you're working on in your life, or that you are in the middle of transforming in your life? What things are you looking to make better in your life or in your business? So this is obviously, Traffic and Conversion Summit. So it's, business related. So what I do is I focus on, okay, here's where we're growing right now, like massively leaps and bounds. Here's where we're growing. This is what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on hearing things about this. Now, what does that do? Not only does it make you actually think about your business and where it's growing or where you need more help in it growing. I mean, that is never a bad thing, okay? But it also, from a neuroplasticity place, is going to make your subconscious start working for you. So when you say, here's what I'm here for, here's what I choose to get out of this. This is my focus. All of a sudden, your subconscious now gets to take the driver's seat and say, okay, cool. Let me make sure I find that stuff for you. Let me make sure I go ahead and make that stuff super bright. Let me make sure you see the things you need to see. Because what you're doing is you're programming your subconscious, right? Like this, God gave us these amazing brains, you guys. Why are we not using them? Why are we not programming them? Why are we not using them to their utmost potential? I don't know the stat, and I wish I did, but I don't. But there's a stat of how much of our brain that we actually use, and it ain't much, okay? So I'm not a mathematician, but ain't much is really what it is. So why aren't we using that more? And so what I would do, you guys, for the next event that you go to is focus on what you're wanting to get out of the event. What is the part of your life or your business that you want to focus on? And then allow yourself to just see that stuff, right? That's your subconscious is going to do the work for you. But it also, so this summit has 100 speakers. So that's 100 different, in 3 days, okay? We can only go to probably 30 at the very most. And so we have to scroll through all of these titles of these talks, and you're like, man, they all look good. You know, I want to go to all of them, but you can't go to all of them. Yeah, well, what if you run it through the filter of, does this serve the thing that I'm focused on? Well, that makes it very easy. I was able to go through it, boom, 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 pick out the things that I needed, discard the things that I don't need. Not now, right? Not now. Not never, but not now. That's not the focus right now. So that's my whole strategy of front burner, back burner. Okay, front burner, here's the thing that we're going to work on right now. That's our focus right now. Other things that might be interesting, but don't focus on the thing that I'm working on right now, back burner. Back burner. Sometimes things pop up and you're like, ooh, that needs to be front burner. I'm going to make that front burner even though it just showed up in my life. Okay, goes to front burner if it makes sense. Everything else, back burner, guys. Back burner. That's how you don't get paralyzed also. We're just going to segue into not getting paralyzed. That's also how you don't get paralyzed in your business. By bottlenecking all those ideas, they're all up here trying to get into this little tiny space, right? Of awareness and time. And so all these ideas, and then you're like, I can't fit them through that space. Everything gets clogged, and then like results part of the jar empty, right? Instead, just allow the ideas through that are in alignment with your front burner that help or make your front burner better in some capacity, right? Then you've got a good flow, and then your results can actually start filling up. How do you like that? How do you like my results jar? How do you like that? Anywho, let me go ahead and talk to you guys here for a minute. If you are not yet, I need to say this because I would be remiss if I did not. If you guys are not yet in HBR and are like, who are you, Martha? Also, what is HBR? I am a business strategist. I've been a business strategist for years. I help big corporations all the way down to families. This is the stuff that I love to do. I treat business growth like a game. And that doesn't mean that I play with your business growth. It means you have somebody that's having fun helping you grow your business. And that actually matters more than you realize that it does. So anyway, what I do in HBR is I teach you how to be able to create multiple income streams from home, just like I've done, in 5 to 10 hours a week, just like I've done. Okay, now do I work more than that sometimes? Absolutely, but that's my choice. It's not because I have to. Does that make sense? Sometimes I want to because my work is fun to me, but I don't have to. That's like, we need to make that clear distinction, okay, you guys? You don't have to. So this whole word hustle really doesn't need to happen. And you guys, we live in a world that is very topsy-turvy. We need to take back control of what happens to us in our day-to-day life, quite frankly. If we want to be able to keep our families safe, we need to have control. We need to be able to have options, and we need to be able to make choices. And I'm going to leave it at that. So if you want to learn how to do that, and I pull back the curtain on how I've grown my own business, show you how, do group coaching forever and ever, amen. Group coaching for life. You pay once, you have group coaching for life. It goes up to $10K next month, but today you can get it for $14.97. This is how you do it. You go over to Livin the Dream with Martha. You message me the words, let's do this. We have a chat. I give you the details and you say I'm in. Whenever you're in, buckle up and prepare for your life to be changed. Period. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, hi from England. Hello to you. Michelle, goldfish size. Garrett, good morning. What's up, man? Let me get you on the screen. There you go. Cindy, I can see me doing this with all the training I am in as deciding what training I need to focus on. I do it every day. I'm literally in many huge masterminds, many of them. And so I have to choose on a day-to-day basis, what do I focus on? Do I, like, it all is, you know, sexy, right? It's all stuff that I want to know and I want to learn more about, but what matters right now? It really, as a business owner, it's kind of a make or break thing to be able to determine what matters right now, or else you're just like, I'm going to look at this and that and blah. You really have to be able to focus, right? And it's not easy to do when you're very, very excited and you're like, oh, there's so much to do, right? Focus on one thing at a time. And then you'll actually get those things done, and then there won't be so much to do, okay? Leslie, love the front burner and back burner strategy. That's my team literally hears me say it all the time. Front burner, back burner, front burner, back burner. Like that's just how it goes. HBR is boss, man. Yeah, give it up for HBR, right? Sarah, what does HBR stand for? I'm so glad you asked. Home-based revolution. That's what it stands for. And we didn't pick revolution because we were like, man, there's an R. What do we use? What word do we use for R? No. And then we were like, revolution. No. Revolution was like the main part of the word. That was the main part of the entire thing because that's what we're doing here. If you talk to anybody in it, if you talk to people that are growing and bringing their significant others home from work, they don't even have to work anymore, guys. They can bring their kids home from school if they choose to, right? They can take vacations. They can move to different places. They can there's all sorts of stuff happening that is just like transcending what I ever saw or envisioned with this. Like it's a movement, guys. It's a movement and a revolution. That's what it is. Karen, I love hearing to focus. This should set me in a new path to move forward. I need to get back to HBR. Do it! Corey, do it because it's boss. That's why. Changed my lifetimes. And I don't even know what that number actually is, Corey, but that's a lot. It's a big, big number that Corey said there. Cindy, best training ever. I love it. Okay, you guys, I'm going to pop out of here because we're about to walk down to the conference. See you guys later. Have the best day.